Hi guys, today we're working on the Audi A6, S6 and RS6 C5 model. This applies for saloon and avant, and we're going to be focusing on how to remove this double vent section from the middle of the centre console right here. So let's take a look at what's involved. So the first thing we need to do if we're going to remove the central vent here, we've actually got to remove this this piece of decorative trim that sits in the dashboard in this area here. As you can see, this part of the vent actually sits behind the decorative trim, so that needs to be removed first. If you're unsure how to do that, we've actually already filmed a video for you. So if you look below this video in the information section on YouTube, we'll add a link there for you on how to remove the decorative trim if you haven't already done so. So if you can do that, come back when you're at this stage and we can focus on the vent. Now what holds these in is they have like a spring-loaded clip, top and bottom on both sides, and you can access those. If you look, hopefully you guys can see that all right in the video, just at the end of this tool right there. Get a bit more light in there. There we go. See that just there? It's like a little loop. I'm just going to put the end of the tool in it and lift it up. This is what we're actually going to be doing when we remove this tool. So there's as you look around the vents, you'll find that there's two of these, two at the bottom, one on either corner, and two at the top. Again, both up in the top corner. So this is what we're going to be focusing on, these little hooks which are hidden in the tops and the bottoms of the insides of the vents. Okay, so we know we've got to hook these little kind of eyelets. What you can do is you can use like proper metal spike tools like you get in kind of any hook tool set. The other thing that comes in quite handy is the good old cocktail stick. These can come in quite useful for doing this as well. So basically anything that you've got that you can get into those holes to kind of hold them in an outward position, just to jam them open, that is ideal. So unless you just so happen to have four of these lying around, or the actual special Audi tool for getting these out, you're going to want to improvise with something such as a cocktail stick. So now we're going to try and wrestle this out of place. You've got to lift these tabs up quite high. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in from the side, just in here. I'm just using a trim tool or a flathead screwdriver, something of that nature, just so when I do pop it out, there, that's the one. You can see that one's just popped out. And so what I'll do, I'll continue to use the trim tool along to the second one. Just pop that out as well, like so. So those two ones on the bottom now, we've pretty much got those completely out. So now we've got to focus on the more difficult top ones. Now, if you've done the cocktail stick workaround, you have to be careful with them. So if you start trying to lever these are probably going to snap off. They are quite soft. But what's ideal is that it does keep these in place, so you've still got some access to the little hook there. What tends to happen is when you change the angle of it by popping the bottom out, these will completely disappear up into the ceiling, and they're really, really difficult to get. By putting the cocktail stick in, at least we've still got some access to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my trim tool, I'm going to slide it down the cocktail stick, and rather than use the cocktail stick, I'm going to use the trim tool just to open up the gap there, and just draw that forward like so. So now we have 3 of the 4 released. So we can do the same again here. Just work the trim tool down the cocktail stick, use that to open up. Just going to get whatever I can get leverage on. Yeah, there we go. Here's coming. There it comes. Okay. There it is. Just a game of angles. a little bit of a wrestling match. There he came out. Just release those. Just draw it forward carefully, like so. Do have an electrical connector on the rear, which I'll show you just now. Let's try to get the right angle, but there he is, just there. Hopefully you can see that there. And to release that, it's in a kind of a bracket, so if you slide the whole bracket forward, that allows you to release the cable, gives you a little bit more space. And then it's just a case of separating the brown part from the black part, like so. And that is your centre vent unit completely removed and good to go. And I'll just show you very, very quickly, so I'm going to take these out now anyway. These are how these little things work. They're like little spring compression things. If I pop that out for you, then you can see the hole in there as well. So basically that's that little hole in there. It sits down underneath, and then you have to draw it down even further as far as you can, which is why it takes quite a lot of strain, just to allow that to slide out. So these tricky little beasts, but with a little perseverance and a little bit of patience you can get that done. So that's your vent removed.